Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, do we have an intention? I don't quite have an intention other than what do we need to know. But I do know what I want each deck to kind of help with. So here we've got overall theme, the energy of the situation. These are the action cards that are going to help us work through it, and these are going to be the fine-tuning and detailing. So let's start with the overall. I don't know why we're going to go in action when we don't know what we're doing. So one card for the overall theme of the reading today is this one. What is it? We got triggers. So I just shared something on my Instagram the other day, which I loved. I thought it was just so great. And it said, everyone knows what a trigger is, right? They said, start looking for glimmers. A glimmer is the opposite of triggers, right? Triggers, you go out into the world and you see something that triggers you, right? And you're looking for it. You're looking for those red flags before there's even a red flag. And so what is a glimmer? A glimmer is a hope of like hopes and wishes and dreams coming true right before your eyes, right? It's those moments of like aha moments. So a glimmer and a trigger are two sides of the same coin. So if you're triggered, you can go within, you can feel that emotion, look what it is to teach you, and then usually, right, because it is a pendulum, you do have to fine tune and find out what exactly you want. But your trigger shows you to look 180 to the opposite direction. What is the other side of the coin? Trigger, glimmer. How do you shift that? How can we get there? And it's always a within journey. But let's see what the action cards are for these triggers that we're picking up on. So we had discernment in reverse. Balance in reverse. And partnership upright. So let's see what the story's telling. So when I first zone in on the trigger, what am I getting? Okay, it's the tiniest one. So right up here, there's two birds. As soon as I saw them, right, there's so many bubbles that you could have focused on. And that tiny, tiny one is the one that stood out of everything. And when I looked at it, they said, birds of a feather flock together. So I'm seeing someone try to fit into a situation where you're not birds of a feather, right? And so by doing so, especially because we have discernment in reverse, if you had discernment, hold up. Discernment, all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Discernment is, okay, it is in reverse, but let's just talk about it as if it was in the upright. If it was in the upright, it would have been somebody in your camp. For some reason, I feel like saying camp. In your camp who seems to be a friend, who puts on, you know, the right words, the pleasantries. But you just look at her. She's looking at them like something just ain't right. And so what is discernment? Discernment is looking outside yourself, looking at all these different situations, and then going within yourself and being like, is this for my highest good? Is this person, if it's a person, are they beneficial on my path? Now, this is not in a way of using people, right? We don't use people to get up. You'll never evolve that way. You'll definitely be cut at the root and brought back down to humbled. So you do need to align with people who would rather help you succeed and grow and not manipulate and, you know, sabotage things behind the scenes. So this was in reverse. So birds of a feather flock together. I see you are seeing things clearly. Because here's the next one. We do have balance in reverse. We got balance. If it was balance, it would have easily just flowed, right? The bubbles would come up, pop, release, and there'd be nothing left, right? Those are our emotional triggers that are coming up. So birds of a feather flock together. Here you are seeing things good. I think that someone actually, okay. What I'm seeing is someone battling inside themselves because there is this partnership that they've been thinking about, or a person that they want to go into business with. And it's like, is this person trustworthy? Like, can I trust them? They seem to be on paper and in public and all that stuff, when they show up to the community, what you're looking for, right? The same kind of feather. But doubting it, being like, no, this is too good to be true kind of energy. And why do they have such too good to be true? Now let's get into the clarifying type things. Because yeah, I think maybe in the past you may have trusted someone who you didn't have the spiritual eyes to see through people yet. You only saw what you saw on the surface. And so what you saw looked pleasing. But from that, you learned your discernment, right? You need to tap in all the time and see what you get first. So, okay. So I'm like, what's going on with this? Like, why are they not balanced? Why they match, they vibe the same. When things vibe the same, naturally the universe brings it together, right? Because it's a magnet. But what I'm seeing is this magnet action, but a little bit of repelling energy to it, only because they're scared. So here we got the Fool. He's going out on a new adventure, taking that leap of faith, springing into action, right? So this is like the transition of the story. So it's a brand new start. It's like you can do whatever it is that you want. Today is a brand new day to go out there and thrive. And so next we have Three of Pentacles, right? Everything seems to be going good for this person. It's like their work is fine, their home life is good. Everything that they touch is like a Midas touch. It just will thrive. But at the end of the day, the reason why it thrives is because of, rather than sitting around and stressing about things, overthinking things, they started taking action. So in the past, I think this is a person who was always afraid to rock the boat kind of energy. But now they're seeing things clear. They kind of know what they want. And at the end, this is the part that doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to need clarifiers on the clarifiers. But we do have the Nine of Cups, but it was in reverse. And so they keep thinking that whatever it is that they're being drawn to, that's magnetically drawing them to that, it's too good to be true. Maybe it'll get taken away. That's a fear a lot of people have. What if I put myself out there and I get rejected? So this person is just, on the outside, everything seems great, but on the inside, it's like this doubt. There's just so much doubt clouding everything. But the good news of it, I think that they think they're not seeing things clearly, but your discernment is in check. Everything that your intuition is nudging you to is the right path unfolding for you. You're doing a good job, because here we have the Temperance. You're not rushing into things. And so one thing that I always ask when you're going away from something or to something, because, partnerships, running away. Okay, this could be like, let's talk twin flame journey type thing. Especially with the twin flames, when you meet someone, there's always a runner and a chaser. So at one point, someone was probably interested, but the other one wasn't. And so every time they clung on, it was like, whoa, that's too much. Like, I can't deal with this. And then the other one runs. And then the one left behind is like, what did I do? I thought everything was great, blah, 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 blah. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So that's what I'm seeing is somebody is in such a great stage in their life, and potentially they met their twin flame. You know, take this as it resonates. Twin flame, soulmate, soul contract, life partner. Like, you can fine tune and do whatever. But in this case, we're going to talk about twin flame energy, right? So someone took off. And so what I see is, you know, things went off, things went great. But now these memories from the past, there's been a bit of healing in the middle. So there's always a separation in the twin flame. And in that separation is your time to work and heal and, you know, release things that no longer serve your soul. And so what I see from that, and that's why there's these triggers, is there's these old emotional things coming out to be healed. And the more and more that these memories come back, it's like this person from the past. Is it a person from the past? Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. Because I feel like you've met it. And if you haven't met your twin flame yet, maybe this is the dynamics that you might go through at the beginning. Who knows, right? As I said, take it as it resonates. But in this case, we're going to say you already met your person in the past. It triggered you. You ran off. You guys both did separate whatever things. And both have been doing the work. Both have been evolving. Both are in check. They're the Temperance card. They're not rushing out to do something before thinking, right? Leaping before thinking. At the beginning, in the past, that was the energy. But from it became real stability and maturity. And I see, like, yeah, check, 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 check. Just all boxes checked. And so now as these emotions come up, or these old memories and these old healings kind of left, I feel like that one person from the past is still kind of there. And it's like, why is this memory not going away and healing like the rest of them did? And that is because it is different, right? That is a soul connection. And what I see is before the other ones, it's so easy to let go of something negative or cut ties with people who really are just backstabbing frenemies and things like that, right? It's so easy to let that go. But what if there is a connection and there is love there? And what I'm seeing is someone's being called to reach out or apologize or reconnect or something like that, and bring things back into balance. Because once he cleared away the negativity, there was all this. So maybe there is an apology owed, or just like a, hey, that's all they're saying. Because what I'm getting is, I feel like someone wants to reach out, but they think that that person's going to attack them. And that's where I got this with the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands actually was in reverse. And so they're creating all this in their head and staying stuck for a moment because, like I said, it is taking them out of balance. They've done the work, they've done the healing, right? Temperance card is usually, they have two cups, and it's taking that flow back and forth, the light and the dark, mixing and blending, and everything in that. Oh yeah, back to my point, the runner and the chaser. So a question to ask yourself is, because I'm seeing someone who's always running to the next thing, running. Are you running from something, or are you running to something? Because both are extremely different energies. And if you're always running away from something, that means you never dealt with it. That means these triggers are going to come back, and they're going to reemerge when you least expect it. And that's the energy of why I think it's not balanced, is because what are you running from? And then they said at the beginning, birds of a feather flock together. When this is more of a running to something, right? You can change jobs or homes or partnerships or whatever it is that your transition or phase is. But if you're going towards something that's going to help uplift you, something that, you know, makes life a bit easier, something that fills your cup up with creativity and joy and love, like that's a different energy than like, I can't deal with this is not okay, I need to get away from these people, they're toxic, right? One will bring abundance and partnerships and community, and the other one will just play that same story again because you didn't deal with it, you didn't heal from those people and those cords, so you go to the next place and now you have the same problem presenting itself again, but different people. You need to embrace that lesson before you can let it go and move on. So the last one that we have was the partnerships, and it's saying teamwork will give you better results. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build a talented support team. So support. What I'm seeing now from that is somebody, okay, it's like one of those magic Etch-a-Sketch, like we're erasing everything. So another situation or scenario with discernment in reverse. Somebody being so open and, you know, just trusting everything that is said to them. And, you know, everyone who smiles at them, they're like, oh no, they won't lie. Like, I trust these people, but not using their discernment. And so from that, it did become unbalanced for them, which now creates all these triggers. And so for this person who has a little bit of this healing to still do, because I do feel like I'm talking to two people, I'm talking to lots of people, but two stories, two energies. One of them that did the work and, you know, has done the journey, like is focused on work, home life, all these things. And all they need now is this partnership to come in and I think they know who they want to talk to, but it's almost like too good to be true. Or this person will just, I don't know, they're scared and they're like, you know, if I go there, it's just not going to work out good, blah, blah, blah. And then the other person who trusts everybody and isn't scared because they're just so open and getting burned and unbalanced. And so now they're saying, you really need to check who's in your circle, and birds of a feather flock together. Who's in alignment with you to build a talented support system? Who is here to help you face your fears, grow and evolve? Oh, the sun's starting to come out. Grow and evolve and, you know, help you work through whatever this trigger / running away from emotion that you're trying to avoid. Don't rush. That's what they say with the Temperance card. Whatever it is that you do, come calmly, right? Stay grounded and remember that you have the power of discernment. Always look at everything with your spiritual eyes, not just your physical eyes. And so with that, we'll leave it there. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye, guys.